Welcome back, guys, for more Middle-earth Timberborn, and in this episode, we're going to be irrigating the PELENNOR fields, which was a huge area of lush farmlands surrounding Minas Tirith. So I ran a poll on my channel last night and through today, and the results say that over 80% of you want this map finished in some way, shape or form. So what we're going to do is we're going to try and rapidly move along, make a lot of progress, and get this map into like a good finished condition. So here's the plan. We're going to irrigate the PELENNOR fields all around Minas Tirith, like a big area around Minas Tirith. That's going to be a fairly big project. Over here, Helm's Deep is actually in the freaking way, right? This started off as a great place to have Helm's Deep, but actually it's a terrible place to have Helm's Deep. So we're going to move it. Helm's Deep is going to get moved. Instead of being here, it's going to be over here. And instead of being built out of terrain, we're going to build it out of these blocks so that it actually stands out. Because Helm's Deep is so good that to have it, like, there are certain points where, like, you can barely see the tower there. Like, if you glanced at that, you wouldn't even see the tower. So I think we can make this much better. And I think I can do a slightly better job on the keep and make it look more impressive. I think what I'll do is I'll run a poll and see if you guys want to see this on camera or off camera. Right, over here we're going to have Isengard. And then over here, the first thing that we need to do is bury all of this underground. Right, there's a lot to do. So let's get started. We're going to start down here by ripping out all of these water wheels. So all of these go bye-bye. Boom. The beavers and bots don't have a lot to do, so we need to cover all of these water wheels up. Let's bring this down to, let's see, about there. While we still got the scaffolding in place, we need to bury all of this. How am I going to do that? You're going to do it the same way that you did the first layer, you lemon. Yeah, okay, fine. No need to be like that. So we want to bring this up, what, 2? Yeah, so if we have platforms up 2, and then we do the same thing as we did before, so we put a terrain block on top of there, like that. And then we bring the terrain out from the side like that. Cha-ching. Awesome sauce. Right, I've got to do that over the entire place. So, yeah, that's going to take a little bit of time. What we're going to do, let's go back up to the top layer, is I'm going to move all of these buildings down into here. So I'm going to need to do a little bit of terrain work to prepare this area. All right, good progress. We've got all of the terrain covered now. All of the water wheels are covered up, and I've dynamited out this area ready for us to move stuff in here. Okay, I think I've come up with a clever idea. How to get power into Minas Tirith so that we can do all of the cool well-being stuff with the powered buildings. I was thinking, how about we run the power in through here? Because we can put the power line next to the tube line, and the tube line will just build it. Which, like, if that's not clever, I don't know what is. It's not that clever, Scott. All right. All right. So they're not easily impressed, these people. What am I doing? First thing I want to do is I want to tunnel this, don't I? So let's have a tunnel running down the side there. Then we come up one. Yeah. Then we come up one. And we run it down the side of here like this. Straight in. Right, boom. That's done. And then we're going to need to extend the power and the tube all the way in. Oh, and there it goes. They're already on it. Good job, beavers. Well done. Right, what am I doing? Oh, yeah, I remember. I'm going to have to tunnel all the way from the tube all the way into this great big hole in the ground. So that's going to go into there. Okay, cool. Let's start moving things, shall we? Pause the game. Okay. So we want to move these excavators, and you can probably guess where they're going to go. They're just going to move down to here. You watch this not fit. It does fit. Hooray! And there was much rejoicing. So they're going to go in. Boom, boom, boom. All right, cool. And look at that. Look at that. Already got it prepared and everything. So that's kind of perfect. Right, before I go any further, let's think about the tube and the power again, because we're going to need the tube and the power kind of going around this area. Maybe we run power like along here. You'll see why in a second. And then what, like 1, 2, so there, and then run that down there, And then run that down there. Now, how does that line up with where the tube's coming in? The tube's coming in there. So we'll probably have to like come out to here and then come down and around. Okay, that's fine. That's not a problem. I want to put in the tube, and I want to put tube stations like dotted all around here so that we've got like fast access to all the buildings. I'm just wondering if it would be a good idea to kind of bury it into the walls. We've got a whole bunch of industrial buildings, right? I'm thinking of having them all the way along this back wall. The mine, we're going to move down, I think, into like this corner, in which case we'd probably have the smelters around there, wouldn't we? Yeah, we would. Yeah, we would. You know what? Should we do it? Go on. Let's whip out the old dev tools. Okay, this is the mine. It's called the Underground Ruins. So maybe we just pop that right in the corner there. Boom. Right, that's in, which means we then need to come up here. That gets deleted, and then we also need to get rid of the mine itself. Let me run it on for a second so that the beavers get out of there. Okay, pause. And then what do I want? I want demolish, and I want delete object. Yes, delete object. Boom. Okay, the mine is moved. Hooray. Right, well, this is working out. They're tunneling away down here. Yeah, we got the boom booms going on. That's excellent. I just need to keep extending this path along here so they can do it. Awesome sauce. Okay, so the tube comes down here, and then we'll route it around here and then under the walls. Well, we can do that now, can't we? Yeah. Oh, now there's one thing. There is a tunnel through here, which is a remnant of our build. So I'm just wondering, do I use that to route the power through? Some verticals like that, and we just take it off there. Boom, boom, boom. Awesome sauce. Right, let's blow the do I want to blow the dynamite? Yeah, go on. We'll blow the dynamite. And then what I'll do, I'll put a path across here. So the power shaft is 1 log, and then the vertical power shaft is 2 logs, 2 planks, and a gear. Because I was going to just put those all the way around. Oh, what the hell? You've got resources coming out the wazoo. So just put these in. Because I'd only have to put platforms on top, which are 6 planks each anyway. So I think this is actually the cheaper option, isn't it? Yeah, probably. Right. So we've got power going all the way around there. Awesome. And then we want the tube as well. So I won't block that entrance, and we'll get the tube in. So tube goes all the way around there. You've forgotten the corner, Sky. Yeah, I'm aware. So corner goes in there. Flip it around. Come over here. Corner goes in there. Do I want a corner by the mine? Yeah, I do, actually. Right, so corner goes in there. You know what? This is turning out to be really cool. I'm really enjoying this. I was thinking, when I was looking at this, I was like, oh, God, I've got to put all that underground. This is going to be a real chore. And it's not. It's fun. So that's going to come all the way around there. Now, I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do at this end. So we'll just leave it there for now. Okay, man, what else do I need to... You need to put the mine in. Yeah, that's a good point. That's under metal, isn't it? Yeah. Efficient mine. Which way around? This way around. All right, cool. This is going staggeringly well. I must have screwed something up. Our excavators are actually working. Awesome. These are getting built. Oh, this is all coming together. Okay. Do I let them finish? I should let them finish the tubes first before I start messing around with anything else. So let them get that done. Ripping out the excavators has severed our connection to these recharge stations. So we've currently got like 84 bots out of energy, which is not helpful. So let's grab power shafts, and we'll just run a power shaft along there. That we'll put those in as a priority, I guess. So boom, they can do that first thing tomorrow morning. Right, how are we doing? Okay, we've got this in, we've got the tube. Yeah, they've still got a bunch of stuff to do. Right, we're almost there with the tube. That's going to be huge, because then we can have the tube coming in here. So we'll have platforms under there. I mean, this only really needs to be 1 wide, but I think we'll leave a bit of a tunnel. I mean, I think I'm going to make a bit of a feature out of that little tunnel. I like that little tunnel. I think there's a lot of us out there that like little tunnels, but, you know, it's not something that we talk about. Right, let's, so how far across do I bring this? Like, say, to there? Yeah, bring it across to there. Oh, man, are they through? I was hoping they'd be through here. Come on. You've only got 4 bits to do, you bunch of slackers. and then we can get the tube in. Right, shall we start? You know what? If I start laying the tube, they'll probably get those 2 bits done. So we bring the tube all the way along here like this. Bring it down with some verticals. Give me some verticals, please. Thank you. And then it just comes around into that wall. So then we'll just hook the tube up across there, and we're all good. Awesome sauce. All right, let's let them get on with that. Have they done? They still haven't done this corner. Oh, they can't do this corner because we need them going along the tubes, don't we? Yeah, we do. Okay. Well, we're going to have a tube station. Let's say we're going to have a tube station here, right outside for Shaws's. I was thinking that maybe we put the wood workshops in this corner, producing the treated planks to go into the mine. I think that might be a smart idea. And then have the smelters over here. Yeah, I think that works. 2, 3, 5. Perfect. I could do with some more recharge stations. That's for darn sure. And I'm starting to get a little bit concerned about the bots who are supposed to be pumping the blooming water, but they're probably out of energy. So where can I put in some? All of this, yeah, all of this is working. Okay, fine. Let's do, just like for now as a temporary fix, let's put a whole bunch of charging stations along there. Let's make them a priority. There we go. What are we down? We're down to 700 water. Awesome. Great. What could possibly go wrong? Right, we need to have that path going along there then. Okay, cool. Right. We'll see if these charging stations get built and see if they can save us from a horrible, thirsty death. Yeah, the extra charging stations have done the job. Look at this. We've only got like 28 beavers without energy. And this number is starting to go up again, which is awesome. But it'd be nice to get that up a bit more. And to be honest, we have increased our beaver numbers a fair bit. Well, I say we've increased our numbers a fair bit. It's dropped because I need to shoot the Earth populator again. Let's do that. So launch. Oh, good Lord! Look at that ramp. Oh, slow it down a bit so we can actually see it for once. Let's just go right up to the top. So, oh, there they go. It's the one coming over. Denethor's drop that I want to see. It's the next one. This one. Here it comes. That is so cool. All right, good job, beavers. So let's go down into the dungeon, and down here you can see we've got bots in these 3. Have we got bots in these 3? We haven't got bots in these 3. I mean, we have. They're just not here because presumably they're some of the 19 who are still charging. So let's put in a couple of extra pumps. I think that's probably a smart idea. You know, once we get some power in here, I can actually put some recharging in. So let's put a couple of extra pumps in for now. Oh, that's the wrong way around. No, that offends me deeply. Flip you. There we go. Okay, well the water issue seems to be resolved now. I added in a couple of extra pumps. It'll go down, like it's dropping now because they've all gone home and they all have a drink. But it should start steadily going. In fact, it should kind of race up now with a bit of luck. Okay. I had an idea about the charging stations, didn't I? Yeah, I did. Oh, yeah, I remember what it was. I was looking at these because that's not connected at the moment. And I was thinking, hang on a second. If I take out that path, I can have charging stations in front of each one of these buildings, which would be, I think, a good step forward. So let's bang in a bunch of those and then we'll reconnect the paths. So I think that's how we'll do kind of all of these going forward, all of these buildings. So what was I doing? Oh yeah, I remember. I was going to put in the wood workshops, wasn't I? So flip you around. So we'll have 1, 2, 3. Now we've currently got 4, so I think maybe we go up to 6. So 1, 2, 3. And the charging stations flipped around. Boom, boom, boom. And boom, boom, boom. Right. And I was thinking here, we'll put in some charging stations for any bots who need a bit of a quick charge. So if we do it like that, and then we change the path, so the path comes out there, and that I think works. Right, what next? What next is a tube station. So tube station goes there. Now, do I put it there or do I put... No, I put it there. Don't mess around. Just put it there. And then we need, gear workshops and the industrial lumber mills. Well, I have to say, things are coming along really, really nicely. I've put in some log storage here for the industrial lumber mills, and I'm going to put some more down there. But I'm future-proofing this, so I'm laying in power all around here. And I've also, you know, it's these triples. Blow that. Blow that. Can you guess what they're for? I'm going to throw in with magic. I'm going to throw in some wizard towers, but I'm going to bury them so that they're easier to cover up. So let's put that one in there, and then this one's going to go in there. So we need to blow this, don't we? Yeah, we do. I need to blow this when there aren't beavers running around to get themselves killed. Stop trying to get yourselves killed, beavers. Okay, I think it's probably safe now. It's probably not, but like we're blowing it, and it is what it is. Okay, boom, 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 boom. That goes all the way round, and then I'll grab some. Let's see, I want verticals, don't I? Yeah, vertical power shafts. Throw them in all the way around here. Oh, that's the wrong place, but it'll do. And down there, and all the way down here. I think the bot manufacturing goes down here. That's what I think. So what do I want? I want. Let's go into magic. We want 3 of these babies. So let's see. Okay, we'll have 1, 2, 3. That kind of works. And then we want 2 bot assemblers. Once that stuff gets built, the next thing is going to be the pumps and the extract and the dynamite. Right, we're going to put the pumps down here. Well, here or... actually, I could put them along there, which might be a better option. Yeah, maybe down here. So this tunnel is going to come in useful. And then I think we put the alchemists, the alchemists that make the extract, down there. Let's see, are the pumps pumping? Yes, the pumps are pumping at the moment, right? If we look at these buildings and we look at the power, you'll notice we were getting 121,000 power. But it's dropped. We're only getting like 117 now, right? And if these pumps stop pumping, are you going to stop pumping anytime soon? No, actually they won't, because these barrels are almost empty. When they're pumping, we're taking water out from here, which means we've got less flow through the system, which means we get less power. So if we move the pumps downstream of the water wheels, so the water's gone through all the water wheels before it gets to here, then we keep our power consistent at 121. 121 gigawatts. I hadn't thought of that. You know, and even somebody commented on that, and I still didn't get it. It just went straight up in my head. Am I going to just go for one more? Yeah, I'm probably just going to go for one more. One more alchemy. I mean, let's see. I could put that 1, 2, 3, 4. I could actually. Can I? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I can. I could actually do that, and I've got room for 2 barrels, and that means we're close to this one as well. Okay. Yeah. That works. Kind of, sort of, ish in a way. Storage, and 2 more medium tanks. Do I want to flip? Yeah, we'll flip these. Boom, boom. Which means that for aesthetic purposes, I need to flip that one. I mean, it doesn't matter. I know it doesn't matter, but my OCD just won't handle it. Right, so there you go. Well, the pumps are all in. Thank God. There was a bit of messing about down there. I've got a couple of tube stations down there, so that's all good. And then if we come over here, we've got all of the alchemists are in, and we've even got the dynamite factories in now. And I've just gone through and converted all of the buildings to bots and double checked it. So we are fully botted up. Let's see, we've currently got 65 bots, and we are short of 51 bots. It's not a problem though. As long as we've got these buildings prioritized for bot production, this number will come back to what it was before we had a certain problem. Namely the recharging stations, but we won't mention that. They don't talk about that in polite bot society. So, good Lord, I do believe we're done. Oh no, we're not. There's one more thing that I wanted to do. Over here, we've got number crunchers. What I wanted to do was fill up some of this space with a few number crunchers. Right, so we'll have we can fit one in that corner. I would have loved to have got a second one in there, but we can't. We can get, let's see, we can have one there, one there. And then, can I? Yeah, I could squeeze another one in there. Go on then. And then if I want it, so that's 4. I can't quite get, I tell you what I could do. I could get one in that corner if I moved that smelter over here, which I've got to say is kind of tempting. You know what? I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. Get rid of that smelter. It kind of messes up the feng shui a bit, but, you know, these things happen. And we'll get a smelter put in. Is it? Yes, it's going to be connected to power because it's touching these buildings. That goes in there. Awesome. Then we can get the number cruncher in. Where is it? It's under magic. I've started looking for magic. It's like, no, it's not in there. Yeah, it is. So number cruncher goes in that corner. Let's see, that's 5. Like, do I want any more? You know what? Oh, hang on. Oh, that's a good spot. Go on. We'll have one there. I'll leave this space in case I want anything else. I might want to throw in some more dynamite factories or something. Okay, guys, I do believe that is it, and we're done. So we can actually start ripping stuff out now. Let's get rid of these number crunchers. We can get rid of all of the bot manufacturing. Goodbye. We can get rid of these charging stations. Goodbye. We can get rid of all of these control towers, which is very nice. Goodbye. Go up a little bit. There we go. So, yeah, all of this stuff can go now. You know how much I love ripping stuff out. So, yeah, goodbye. And that. And then all of this. Oh, good Lord. This is going to be a good one. All of that goes. Yeah, actually, that can go, that tube station. Don't need that. Don't need that anymore. Right. Okay. I have now got a huge job on my hands because I have to turn this into something that doesn't look like, I don't know, a cross between the council tip and a landfill and a quarry and several other nasty things that we don't like looking at. Yeah, okay. I tell you what I am going to do, though. These 2 water sources, because we've got everything done, right? I'm going to move these 2 water sources and I'm going to move them down here. And the reason is because they're just a bit too high. Yeah, specifically this one. It's just too high. So that when I do kind of the terrain beautification, that would be a bit of a pain. So I'm going to move those. Right, this is a big job. Let me get on with it. And after a while, with a little bit of effort, it gets turned into this. Yes, now we have a nice blank canvas to work from. Now, I don't know whether you've noticed, but there's been a lot less irrigation of the PELENNOR fields than probably most people would have expected in this episode. And yes, that's because this ended up taking a hell of a lot longer than I thought it was going to take. But I really enjoyed doing it, so I have no problem with that whatsoever. So next episode, we're going to be putting in a fairly complicated irrigation system to do some mass greening. So you're not going to want to miss that. Guys, thanks for being here. Thanks for watching. Picture, say goodbye.
Bye, guys.
We'll catch you for the next one. Peace out.